I think it's quite grown up. Grown up. I really do. You never wonder. Yes, I do.
To know that.
Well, then tell me. At least a hint?
Well, for one thing, you have to be much taller to be grown up. And you won't cry as much. You are a bit of a crybaby.
I am not. I don't cry much at all. Hardly ever.
Well, when you've grown up, you'll cry much less than you do now. And one of the best ways to know if you've grown up is when Mother asks you to join the rest of the grown-ups for tea.
Dinah, dear, you think I'm grown up, don't you?
Oh dear, I shall be too late. Ears and whiskers, how late it's getting.
Strange. I wonder how many there are. never gonna get home. Can't imagine who could fit through there. Unless it was for a mouse. This must fit that little door. Oh, how beautiful. This must surely be the way home. I can't get through. It's all very well to say, drink me. I'll look first and see whether it's smart poison or not. Oh. Boy, I feel so strange. Oh, my. Oh. What's happening to me? I'm shrinking. I'm so small. So very small. But now at least I'm the right size for going through the little door. Oh, how stupid. How really stupid. I've forgotten the key. Way up on top of that table. Come on now, Alice. There's no use starting to cry. Stop at this moment. Stop, stop, stop! Now, what's this? Eat me. That's certainly a strange thing to write on a cake. But I will eat it. Perhaps it'll make me grow bigger. And if it makes me grow bigger, then I can reach the key. And if it makes me grow a little smaller, then I can creep under the door. Bigger or smaller? Which way? Oh, I think I'm staying the same size. Oh, something is happening. Curiouser. Curiouser. like a telescope. Ooh. Goodbye, thief! So big now, I'll never get through that little door. I go.
The Duchess. Won't she be savage if I kept her waiting?
It's your place, sir. So, Rabbit. What's happening now? Ooh. It's the fan that's making me shrink. Oh, that was a narrow escape.
Sunday.
Deadly danger is an inescapable part of the job.
An exhilarating Our World special.
185 miles an hour, now hard on the brakes.
The power and the glory.
And they're off!
A complete history of the automobile on 9.
It's time for the taste, one number to call. Pizza Haven pizzas delivered to your door. It's the Pizza Haven way that makes it taste right. Quality and freshness in every single bite.
Bite into the best value, best tasting pizzas in town. Any 2 large pizzas of your choice for $18.50. Dial 131 2 for 1.
On to the taste, one number to call. Pizza Haven pizzas delivered to your door.
Dial 131 2 for 1 for fast free delivery.
You can wait until next week to hit the January sales, or you can be first in and best dressed. Because one sale starts tomorrow. That's right, tomorrow, Sunday. It's the Big Brown Bag Sale, only at Melbourne Central. So you don't have to wait until next week to grab the best bargains. Melbourne Central's Big Brown Bag Sale starts tomorrow. It's your chance to get in first. The savings are in the bag.
This is my song. Here is the song, a serenade to you. The world cannot be wrong.
Oh, our favourite songs of love record. Where will I find another one? Yellow Pages, of course. Thank you, darling. Love, this is my song.
Michael Edgley presents, for the first time ever, the complete Moscow Circus, fully imported from Russia, a huge, all-new $10 million production with a company of 120. And for the first time, the sensational Cossack Horseman. Don't let your family miss the most breathtaking circus spectacular ever staged. Michael Edgley's Great Moscow Circus will put you on the very edge of your seat.
This is my greatest ever circus.
Beat the Stampede. Book now.
G'day. You've heard me talk about calcium. Well, it's not only in cheese. Valencia oranges have it with potassium, vitamin A, vitamin C, and fibre. And Valencias are at their juicy best right now, with more juice than the imports. That's the juice from just 2 of our own Murray Valley Valencias. And these Butte juice balls come in net bags, simply labelled Murray Valley Sweethearts. It's a sweetheart of a proposition, believe me.
see. These are my tears when I was 9 feet tall. Oh, I wish I hadn't cried so much. I should be punished for it now, for being drowned in my own tears. Won't that be a queer thing? However, everything's been queer today. What is that? It must be a walrus or a hippopotamus.
For goodness sakes, stop crying. Stop crying. Don't cry anymore.
Sir?
Me?
Do you know the way out of here?
I'm a stranger here myself.
Mouse? Do you know the way out? Mouse, don't you understand English? Are you French? Oui, Michette. That means, where's my cat, you know? Oh, I beg your pardon. I quite forgot you don't like cats.
Our family has always hated cats. Nasty, low, vulgar things. Don't ever let me hear that name again.
I won't, I promise. Are you fond of dogs? There's a nice little terrier who kills all the rats. Oh, I'm sorry. I won't mention mouse catchers again.
All right. Come on. Let's go to shore. And I'll tell you why I hate cats and dogs.
That's a very good idea. Excellent, Sir Mouse.
I hate dogs and I hate cats. I'm also not too fond of bats. I'm a helpless little fellow, consequently rather yellow. Now you may think that dogs are sweet since they love to snuggle at your feet. But to me, they're oh so large that I tremble when they charge. Now certain words like big and small mean what? Would you please tell me? To me, all cats are 10 feet tall, so I worry when they smell me. I run from owls, I hide from hawks, I scurry from whatever squawks. I'm a coward from my whiskers to my spats. I hate dogs and cats. Now certain words, like big and small, mean what? Would you please tell me? To me, all cats are 10 feet tall, so I worry when they smell me. I run from owls, I hide from hawks, I scurry from whatever squawks. I'm a coward from my whiskers to my spine. But I tell you straight that I really hate owls, ducks, hawks, bats. I hate dogs and cats.
Hey, what are you running for? Wait a minute. What is going on around here? Are you all crazy? Won't anybody answer me?
Isn't being miserable for your partner what marriage is all about?
Oh, it is for us.
1 hour of irresistible fun.
What is on your backside? Yeah, it looks to me like your butt's got a big mouth.
Growing Pains, 7:30 Monday on 9.
From Walt Disney Pictures, the man who 2 years ago did the unthinkable
Honey, I Shrunk the Kids
is at it again with a bigger lab and a bolder experiment.
All right, I confess, I did it.
Did what?
I blew up the baby.
How'd you take it?
Not like usual.
Rick Moranis.
Adam, put Daddy down.
Honey, I Blew Up the Kids.
Stop before someone gets hurt.
Oh.
Copper Art is the store with more. Take a look. And there's so much more. That's Copper Art, the store that gives you so much more.
My next guest has never appeared on television before. Research and development guru, Mr. Randall Tompkins. Hello. Now, Randall, a new cola that tastes just like a regular cola.
But has no caffeine, no colouring, and next to no calories. Why?
Well, we wanted to fit more effervescence into our cola, so we had to take a few things out.
Remarkable. Any side effects?
None that I've seen.
New Diet Schweppes Crystal Clear Cola. Refreshingly clear.
Cool Cam. The camera for all seasons and all reasons. From Pentax. Make no mistake.
It's stunning. The most valuable collection of Chinese objects ever to come to Australia. It took 5,000 years to get here. Make sure you don't miss it. Imperial China, on now at today's museum.
I feel like chicken tonight, like chicken tonight.
Introducing 6 tasty Chicken Tonight simmer sauces from Rosella. Simply brown the chicken, simmer and serve.
Mom, can we have chicken tonight tomorrow?
Chicken tonight.
The Duchess, oh, my dear paws, oh, my burning whiskers. She'll have me executed as sure as Ferris of Ferrets. And where on earth did I drop my fan and gloves?
I know, Mr. Rabbit. I had them, but I seem to have lost them.
Mary Ann, what are you doing out here? You go home this moment and fetch me a pair of gloves and fan. Quick now, Mary Ann.
He mistook me for his housemaid. How surprised he'll be when he finds out who I am really. But I better find his fan and gloves. Bring them back to him, if I can. Seems so silly to be running errands for a rabbit. I suppose Dinah will be giving me orders next. Like, Alice, come here directly and watch this mouse hole while I get back. There's the fan and gloves. I know something interesting is sure to happen whenever I eat or drink anything. So I'll just see what this bottle does. Now that's quite enough. I hope I won't grow anymore. As it is, I'm sure I won't be able to get through the door. I wish I hadn't drunk so much.
Marianne! Marianne! Let me my gloves this moment! Pat! Pat! Where are you?
Back here digging for apples, Your Honor.
Digging for apples indeed. Come and get me out of here!
Your Honor, what happened? Here.
Go! Pat! Pat! What's that in the window?
It's an arm, Your Honor.
An arm? You goose! Did you ever see an arm that size? It fills the whole window.
It sure does, Your Honor. But it's an arm anyway.
Yeah, well, at any rate, it has no business there. You're going to take it away.
Oh, I don't like this at all, Your Honor. I don't like it at all.
Bill! Bill! Come on here and help!
I'll bring a ladder, quick, Bill!
I got it!
Hurry up!
I got it! Oh! What are you doing, Bill? Here, hurry to do. Get me the roof. Oh, my goodness.
Hurry, Bill!
Look, he's in the roof. You hold it. Oh, my goodness. Bill! Bill, go down the chimney!
That's a good idea, right? Down the chimney, Billy! Down the chimney!
Bill's got to go down the chimney, does he? I think I can take care of that.
Watch it down, Bill! Down the chimney, Bill! Hurry up! Hurry up!
That's for Bill.
There goes Bill.
Bye, Bill!
I wonder what they're gonna do next. You better not do that again. Such little cakes. If I eat one, it's sure to make some change in my size. And since it can't possibly make me grow larger.
Marianne, come back here. Come back here, Marianne. You hear me? Come back here. Marianne, stop running. Come back.
I hardly know, sir. I knew who I was when I got it this morning, but I keep changing sizes. And I'm afraid I'll never find my way home again.
Explain yourself.
I can't, sir. Because I'm not myself, you see.
No, I don't see.
Well, being so many sizes in one day is very confusing to a little girl.
No, it isn't.
Well, perhaps you haven't found it so yet. But when you have to turn into a chrysalis and then a butterfly, you'll feel a little bit queer then, won't you?
Not a bit.
Well, it would feel very queer to me.
You? Who are you?
Well, I think you ought to tell me who you are first.
Why?
Well, I don't know exactly. Besides, I think you're very rude. Goodbye.
Wait. I've got something very important to say to you.
What?
Keep your temper.
Is that all you have to say to me?
Well, no. I was also curious about your earlier remark. So you think you've changed, do you?
I definitely have. In fact, I think I've actually grown up quite a bit. But I can't quite remember.
Why not?
Well, there are a lot of things. Oh, like when I tried to recite one of my favorite poems. It came out all wrong.
Well, try You Are Old Father William and see how that comes out. Do you know that poem?
Of course. Let me see. It starts...
Wait. Let me help you.
You are old, Father William, the young man said, and your hair has become very white. And yet you incessantly stand on your head. Do you think at your age it is right? In my youth, Father William replied to his son, I feared it might injure the brain. But now that I'm perfectly sure I have none, why, I do it again and again. You are old, said the youth, as I mentioned before, and have grown most uncommonly fat. Yet you turned a back somersault in at the door. Pray, what is the reason for that? You are old, said the youth, and your jaws are too weak for anything tougher than suet. Yet you finished the goose with the bones and the beak. Pray, how did you manage to do it? You are old, said the youth, and one would hardly suppose that your eye was as steady as ever. Yet you balanced an eel on the end of your nose. What made you so awfully clever? Asked me 3 questions. Now that is enough, said his father. Don't give yourself airs. Do you think I can listen all day to such stuff? Be off, boy, or I'll kick you downstairs. Or I'll kick you downstairs. Or I'll kick you downstairs. Or I'll kick you. Or I'll kick you downstairs.
That was excellent. Now, what size do you want to be, little girl?
Well, I should like to be a little larger, sir. This is such a wretched height to be, you know.
Oh? It happens to be a very good height indeed, since it also happens to be exactly my height.
I'm terribly sorry. I didn't mean it as an insult. Mr. Caterpillar? Who are you? Why, he's disappeared. He just absolutely disappeared.
Each week on the exciting game show Keynotes, you could be a winner in the Channel 9 and Australian Women's Weekly $500,000 cash giveaway. Next Wednesday night's draw on Keynotes, be watching for your chance to win $30,000 cash. Join in the fun on 9.
The critics are celebrating That Night, the year's most talked about film. Juliette Lewis brings sensuousness and vulnerability to the role, says Ivan Hutchinson, which makes her every scene fascinating to watch. Juliette Lewis doesn't steam, she sizzles, writes Clark Forbes. And the Sunday Telegraph's Paul Lepettit says that Night captures the passion and agony of young love. See Thomas Howell and Oscar nominee Juliette Lewis star in That Night. See it now.
Dum-diddle-dum-diddle-dum-diddle-dum-bonanza! Yee-haw! Fire up for the Captain Snoo's free linen bonanza! Buy from our huge range of inner springs. Bedroom suites, kids' bedroom furniture. Or sofa beds at the Captain's guaranteed lowest price. And we'll reward you with a free flat sheet, fitted sheet, pillows, pillowcases, plus a continental quilt with every bed set sold. Yee-haw! So burn down to the Captain Snoo's free linen bonanza!
Captain Snooze, service, advice, and the right price.
For men who appreciate style, an original new cologne from Yardley of London, English Blazer. You'll find its pedigree is faultless, but its style is surprisingly refreshing. Yardley English Blazer, a whole new tradition.
This is a Big Mac, Coke and fries. A good square meal. But look at it this way and it's a good square deal. Just one of the many McDonald's value meal combos, which mean good food and plenty of it, good quality and good value. And you're going to save with every value meal combo, because value meal combos are here to stay, so you can collect your savings every day.
McDonald's, it's my time.
Your key to Australia's richest frequent flyer program is probably already in your wallet. Because when you're a member of the Ansett Frequent Flyer program, every time you use your Diners Club card for any purchase at all, you automatically earn points to fly free to almost 500 destinations around the world with some of the world's best airlines, and stay free at some of the world's best holiday resorts. Every dollar you spend with Diners Club earns you points in Australia's richest frequent flyer program.
Now there's a network of more than 60 body repairers across Melbourne that you can trust to restore your car to your satisfaction. They are called Panel Care, the smash repair professionals.
Surely someone here can tell me the way to go home.
For the Duchess. It's an invitation from the Queen to play croquet.
There's no use in ringing, because I'm on the same side of the gate as you are.
Then how am I supposed to get in?
Well, I don't know about you, but as for me, I'm going to sit here until tomorrow. Or the next day, maybe.
Well, I'm not. Oh, there's certainly too much pepper in that soup.
Not my soup.
Oh, no.
your own business, this world will go around a lot faster than it does.
Which would not be an advantage if you ask me. I mean, you see, the Earth takes 24 hours to turn around its axis.
Speaking of axes, chop off her nose.
You are acting very hateful to that baby.
Am I? Well, my dear, there's something to say for hatred, for rudeness, and for spite. Oh, no, my friend, we can't pretend that everything's sweetness and light.
There's something to say for trouble, for nastiness and gloom. Just try to be cheerful and you'll get an earful of your impending doom.
This world is not a paradise, if indeed it ever was.
It's a vale of tears, and so, my dears, throw out the chaff. Ha, don't make me laugh.
There's something to say for misery, for suffering and pain. Down at the bank, now let's be frank, they only care for gain.
There's something to say for frowning. Why must we always smile? Forget all your dreams, resort to schemes, and in just a little while,
the best laid plans of mice and men
will all come crashing down again, and we'll all despise each other in the grandest style.
Is the baby all right?
You want to hold for a while? Yeah. I have to get ready. I'm playing croquet with the queen.
If they don't take this baby away with me, they're sure to kill it.
The Nine Network's news and current affairs, continuing to bring you the best resources together in one place, quickly, accurately, the way it is. National 9 News, 6 o'clock, and Current Affairs, 6:30 on Channel 9.
The creamiest ice cream. Delicious sauces. Exotic ingredients. I'll win your mouth, please. New connoisseur from Brown's.
Summer weather, burning leather, boiling wickets. There's nothing like the cricket. No other game moves you the same. It's in our blood, it's in our veins. It reaches inside, it stirs up your pride. No other game moves you the same.
On the 8th of July, in the bush near Broome, Millicent and Graham suddenly needed their car insurance.
It hit my eye at 1,000 miles an hour. I was rushed to Sydney for the operation.
RACV Aussie Assist flew me to Sydney to be with him, and then drove the car and the caravan back to Melbourne for us, all free. It was terrible, but in a way it was wonderful. We felt safe in their hands.
Only RACV comprehensive car insurance has Aussie Assist, and it's free. Switch your policy now.
Popcorn chicken, popcorn chicken.
KFC's new popcorn chicken. Delicious, crispy popcorn-sized morsels of chicken. Pop into KFC for new popcorn chicken.
Today's KFC, I like it like that.
40 Winks is closed Sunday for end-of-year stock take. Then from Monday on, rush in for massive store-wide bargains. But you can't come in Sunday.
connoisseur from Brown's.
Little baby, if you're going to turn into a pig, then I'll have nothing more to do with you. Oh, well, if it had grown up, it would have made a dreadfully ugly child. But maybe a rather handsome pig, I suppose. Excuse me, Cheshire Cat. Would you tell me, please, which way I ought to go from here?
That depends a good deal on where you want to get to.
Home. I need to get home. I know my mother's already begun to miss me. Oh, and my cat Dinah must be very hungry.
Home? Home, is it? But you listen closely, little girl.
There's no way home from this strange land. Don't even try to understand. You're lost in time without a trace. Resign yourself to your disgrace. Somehow you've strayed and lost your way, and now there'll be no time to play, no time for joy, no time for friends, not even time to make amends. You are too naive if you do believe life is innocent laughter and fun. There are things to fear, so you see, my dear, your adventures have only begun. The world's immense, but sad to say, it makes no sense in any way. So what care I if you should cry? There's no way home.
I think you're a mean old cat. There must be a way home, and I'll find it.
Where are you going?
That way. Maybe I'll meet someone kind enough to help me.
Oh. Well, in that direction, there's a hatter. And in that direction, there's a March hare. Visit either you like. They're both mad.
But I don't want to visit mad people.
Well, you can't help that. We're all mad here. I mean, I'm mad. You're mad. We're all mad. Meow, baby.
Well, a head without a cat is the most curious thing I've ever seen in my whole life. Oh, goody, I'm just in time for a tea party. May I introduce myself?
No, you may not.
But aren't introductions proper at a tea party?
My dear child, if you want an introduction, go and get yourself an orchestra. They'll give you a good 4-bar introduction. Or probably an 8-bar introduction.
I just wanted to give you my name.
Why, have you finished with it? Did you hear that? Mr. Hare, she wants to give us her name.
That is ridiculous. I mean, we already have names. We certainly don't need hers.
May I sit down?
No room.
No room. No room. No room.
There's plenty of room. There are at least 9 empty chairs.
Of course there are. We didn't say there aren't any chairs. We said there wasn't any room.
Yeah, and there certainly isn't, you know. We are here in the great outdoors.
Of course.
And there are certainly no rooms here. Right. There are a few in the house.
Would you like some wine?
I don't think I should drink wine. I'm too young.
Good. There isn't any anyway.
Then it wasn't very nice of you to offer it.
And it wasn't very nice of you to sit down without being invited.
I didn't know it was your table. It said for more than 3.
You know, your hair wants cutting.
You should learn not to make personal remarks. It's very rude.
Ooh. Why is a raven like a writing desk?
I give up. Why is a raven like a writing desk?
I haven't the vaguest idea.
Then why did you ask the question?
Because I was hoping for an intelligent answer. If I'd known the answer, I wouldn't have asked the question, would I?
Oh, you're hopeless.
They're geniuses.
Pretend Boo-Boo's a girl.
And social misfits.
A girl? Yes, yes, yes.
With Billy Connolly in control.
Randy.
Head of the class following Fresh Prince of Bel-Air Tuesday at 8 on 9.
There's no place like home.
This January, we're tearing up our prices at home furniture stores. We've torn $406 off this timber bedroom suite. We've stripped $720 off marble dining settings. And we've ripped $1,300 off this leather lounge at home. Your store for beautiful furniture at beautiful prices. Brooklyn, East Keeler, Thomastown, Mitcham, and Clayton.
This is an emergency. Please clear the street.
He's on the loose.
The scene here is one of total chaos.
He's out of control.
Oh, my God.
He's headed your way.
He's over 100 feet tall.
And whatever you do, don't make him cranky. Walt Disney Pictures presents Rick Moranis as the father who accidentally blew up his kid. Honey, I Blew Up the Kid.
chocolate experience.
Michael Bolton, his new album Timeless, The Classics. An inspired collection of classic songs, including To Love Somebody and You Send Me. Drift Away. Hold On, I'm Coming, and more. Michael Bolton, Timeless, The Classics. An album of great songs that will live forever.
At Roger David's hottest ever summer sale, with every suit you get 3 business shirts and a tie valued at $100 free. $100 worth free with double-breasted suits from $179.95. Pure wool suits $249.95 with $100 worth free. Sports coats only $129.95 and trousers $49.95. Leather jackets originally $249.95, now from $159.95. Don't miss the hottest ever summer sale at Roger David.
Don't forget Nick.
List up to 5 people and call this number to join our new Flexi plan and save 10% on STD and international calls.
Oh, hi, is that Family and Friends?
Telecom, family and friends. We're talking cheaper calls.
Incidentally, how did you become a March Hare?
Well, actually, I started out being a January hare, and then I worked my way up.
No, I didn't mean that.
Well, then you should say what you mean.
What? I do. At least I mean what I say. And that's the same thing.
It isn't the same thing at all. I mean, you might just as well say I see what I eat is the same as I eat what I see.
I give up.
Fresh cup, move down.
Who's the stuffed animal?
I am not a stuffed animal. Really? Not since dinner last night. I am a dormouse.
What do you mean, dormouse? You look like a plain mouse to me.
And you look like a plain little girl to me. And if you think that there's only one kind of a mouse, you have another think coming. Do you want to take it right now?
Take what right now?
Your other think. You have one coming, you know. No, I'm not a church mouse, because I'm too wealthy. I'm not a field mouse, and I'm not a freedom mouse.
By the way, what time is it?
Time? Time? The time now is, let me see. The time is precisely 7:27.
That can't possibly be right. It seems to me it was 7:27 about 2 hours ago.
Young lady, are you contradicting me? I am known as a stickler for accuracy.
A stickler? You are?
Yes, a stickler. When people around here want accuracy, they call me in and I stickle. That's what sticklers are supposed to do, isn't it?
But are you sure your watch is running?
Oh, of course it isn't running. It's sitting here quite quietly in my hand. Besides, it could hardly run. It has no moving parts.
No moving parts?
Correct. But it's absolutely correct twice a day.
Enough of this folderol.
Enough of this persiflage. Enough of this badinage.
Enough of this tomfoolery.
Enough of this banter. Enough of this saying enough. Oh, every tea party should have a little music. Young lady, would you like to sing with us?
That might be very nice. But what shall we sing?
Do you know Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star?
Yes, I do. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are.
No, that won't do at all. I prefer Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Bat, how I wonder what you're at.
How about Twinkle, twinkle, little skunk, how I wonder if you're drunk.
Twinkle, twinkle, little ants. You do look strange without your pants.
I must admit, you three do make me laugh.
Now, that's a very good idea for a song. Laugh at every single thing we do. Just laugh. And we shall all perform for you. Just smile, and tensions will unwind, and you'll find that your mind takes a kind of view. Laugh, yes, even when your skies are gray, just laugh, and troubles seem to float away. You'll find it's very true, my dears, through the years that your tears and your fears will fly. Oh, there are times when crying seems the thing to do, but keep on trying till your dreams come true. Your heart, I'm sure, knows what is best for you. So laugh, little girl, just laugh.
Such a lovely song.
Thank you. I wrote it myself.
Now, how would you like to tell us a story?
I'm afraid I don't know one.
Then the Dormouse shall.
The Dormouse will. Go, wake up! Come on! Wake up!
Wake up, we got to tell a story.
Wake up!
Tell
a story.
We're going to tell a
Come on.
story about the lake. Wake up. Dormouse, we're going to hear a story.
Time to wake up!
Wake up.
Wake up. Come on now. Tell us a story. It's time to tell a story. We need to tell a story.
Stop it! Stop it! It doesn't matter if anyone tells us a story or not.
Well, that just shows you how much you know. Yeah, at tea time, everyone should tell a story.
Well, now that he is awake, a story would be nice.
Once upon a time, there were three little sisters named Elsie, Lacey, and Tilly, and they lived at the bottom of a well.
But what do they live on?
They lived on treacle. Molasses to you.
But why did they live at the bottom of a well?
It was a treacle well.
There's no such thing.
Oh, you can't keep a civil tongue. Why don't you finish the story yourself?
No, please go on.
Well, these three little sisters, they were learning how to draw, you know.
And what did they draw?
Treacle!
I want a fresh cup. Here we go round the table. Here we go round the table. Here we go round the table.
But I don't understand. Where did they draw the treacle from?
Well, if you can get water from a water well, I suppose you can get treacle from a treacle well. Eh, stupid?
Little fawn. Don't be afraid, I won't hurt you. I'm so happy to find you. You're the only normal person I've met here. Why do people act as if they're crazy? Why do they behave the way they do? Don't they understand that the things I've planned are dreams that I demand come true? Why can't they be kind to one another? See the beauty of the golden rule. Will there come a spring when we'll know how to sing that there are better things to do? Will there come a day we'll all know how to say I didn't have to go, but I really must. So you can find your mother, and I can find mine. Very curious. However, everything's curious today.
The second test continues tomorrow, live from the MCG. Australia takes on the West Indies in the Benson and Hedges Test Series. 3:40 tomorrow, live and exclusive on 9.
My next guest has never appeared on television before. Research and development guru, Mr. Randall Tompkins. Hello. Now, Randall, a new cola that tastes just like a regular cola.
But has no caffeine, no colouring, and next to no calories. Why?
Well, we wanted to fit more effervescence into our cola, so we had to take a few things out.
Remarkable. Any side effects?
None that I've seen.
New Diet Schweppes Crystal Clear Cola. Refreshingly clear.
Copper Art is the store with more. Take a look. And there's so much more. That's Copper Art, the store that gives you so much more.
Tis the season to be jolly, so Optus have some jolly...
Sale. Savings up to 40%. So to get something special at a really special...
Our normal low weekend rate. Call anywhere in Australia with Optus Long Distance and... with Optus Long Distance. But you will remember to dial 1 before the long distance codes and number, won't you?
You wouldn't think it was easy to top the great body, perfect features, and outstanding value of the Wheels Quality Award winner, Mazda 323 Estina. But we just have, by including an Estina freewheeler cross bike and roof rack at no extra cost. So race to your Mazda dealer and let an Estina freewheeler add a new dimension to your travels.
Have you got Madonna?
Woodstock.
Buddy Holly. Jan and Dean. AC/DC. Fiddler on the Roof. Kylie Minogue.
Whatever your taste in music, it's all here at Gaslight, and at a price that'll make you smile. On special now, the new Stevie Ray Vaughan, In the Beginning, live. And the latest from Sade, Love Deluxe. Only $19.95 each at Gaslight, 85 Burke Street, Melbourne.
Hi, do you have anything by Elvis Presley after he died?
Excuse me, sirs. But would you tell me, please, why you're painting those roses?
The fact is, you see, miss, this here ought to have been a red rose bush, and we put a white one in by mistake.
Yes, and if the Queen was to find out, she'd cut our heads off, you know?
The Queen, here comes the Queen!
Ah, I don't know.
Idiot. What is your name, child?
My name is Alice. May it please your majesty.
We'll see about that. And who are these creatures?
How should I know? It's no business of mine.
Off with her head.
Oh, come now, dear.
Did you hear me? Off with her head.
Nonsense.
Nonsense. Oh, just for that, off with her head in small increments.
Oh, no, come now, dear. She's only a child.
Did you think I was under the impression she was an alligator or a rutabaga? Of course she's a child, and a remarkably rude one. And if there's one thing I cannot stand, it's insubordination and impertinence.
That's two things, your majesty.
What? Laughing in such effrontery, you stop it right now! Ow! Ooh! Ow! Ooh! Oh, off with their heads, too!
My dear, you must not excite yourself. Really?
When there are people who annoy you or seem determined to destroy you, there's just one thing that must be done. Off with their heads!
Oh, that's rather drastic, isn't it, dear?
When there are people who deceive you or have the nerve to not believe you, there's one response that's rather fun. Off with their heads!
What about the population?
Firm! You must be absolutely firm when required.
I'm always firm, dear, always.
Squirm! That's what they'll do when they perceive they've been fired. Or worse, never mind negotiation. You will find to rule your nation. All you need to keep your slaves under their beds is just to flounce about and shout off with their heads.
You make it all sound so simple.
It is simple, my dear. They're all simple-minded. Off with their heads. Firm!
Yes, of course, dear.
You must be absolutely firm when required.
I'm going to try to be firm about it. Yes.
Squirm!
Darling.
That's what they'll do when they perceive they've been fired. Or worse, never mind negotiation. You will find to rule your nation. All you need to keep your slaves under their beds is just to flounce about and shout off with their heads.
I suppose you're right as usual.
I am always right, my dear. It is simply... Didn't I tell you this morning that heads would roll?
Yes, indeed you did, dear, but you know it's an extraordinary thing. Heads do not roll as they used to. Nowadays they just clump down on the ground and stay there.
Ah, there's that impertinent child. Alice, would you come here a minute, dear? Can you play croquet?
Why, yes, your majesty. Although I shouldn't be able to if I had no head.
If you think such conditions are going to make me change my mind, you are quite mistaken. Your head is as good as gone. But since you still have it, we might as well put it to some sensible use. Come along to the game.
Oh, yes.
Sunday.
Deadly danger is an inescapable part of the job.
An exhilarating Our World special.
185 miles an hour, now hard on the brake.
The power and the glory.
And they're off.
A complete history of the automobile on 9.
This is an emergency. Please clear the street.
He's on the loose.
The scene here is one of total chaos.
He's out of control.
Oh, my God.
He's headed your way.
He's over 100 feet tall.
And whatever you do, don't make him cranky. Walt Disney Pictures presents Rick Moranis as the father who accidentally blew up his kid. Honey, I Blew Up the Kid. It's time for the taste, one number to call. Pizza Haven pizzas delivered to your door. It's the Pizza Haven way that makes it taste right. Quality and freshness in every single bite.
Bite into the best value, best tasting pizzas in town. Any 2 large pizzas of your choice for $18.50. Dial 131 2 for 1.
On to the taste, one number to call. Pizza Haven pizzas delivered to your door.
Dial 131 2 for 1 for fast free delivery. Your key to Australia's richest frequent flyer program is probably already in your wallet. Because when you're a member of the Ansett Frequent Flyer program, every time you use your Diners Club card for any purchase at all, you automatically earn points to fly free to almost 500 destinations around the world with some of the world's best airlines and stay free at some of the world's best holiday resorts. Every dollar you spend with Diners Club earns you points in Australia's richest frequent flyer program.
You can wait until next week to hit the January sales, or you can be first in and best dressed. Because one sale starts tomorrow. That's right, tomorrow, Sunday. It's the Big Brown Bag Sale, only at Melbourne Central. So you don't have to wait until next week to grab the best bargains. Melbourne Central's Big Brown Bag Sale starts tomorrow. It's your chance to get in first. The savings are in the bag.
Lisa, you'll be late.
Light, crisp, Kellogg's Special K. Rich in nutrients like protein and iron, but low in fat.
Is this the latest look?
Oh, cute, Mum. I'm sure I saw it yesterday.
So what?
I've lost my red skirt.
The nutrition you need without the extra kilojoules.
But I would have worn your white top.
You usually do.
Kellogg's Special K. Keeps you looking good.
It's a very fine day.
The Queen seems to be enjoying it. She loves to chop off heads.
Oh, well, the Queen is very excitable. She even ordered the execution of a very dear friend, the Duchess.
What for?
Did you say what a pity?
No, I didn't. I said what for.
Oh, it was a dreadful offense. She boxed the Queen's ears. Do be quiet. The Queen will hear you. See, what happened, you see, was that the Duchess came rather late, and the Queen said to her...
What is that? Who is doing all that gibbering and jabbering back there?
Oh, dear. Meaning no disrespect, Your Majesty. Gibbering, jabbering, you say? I was gibbering and the young lady was jabbering.
Well, stop it. And take your places, all of you, for a game of croquet.
Well, tell me, Alice, my dear, are you a skillful croquet player?
Well, I do beat my sister. At least sometimes. Who's the best player here?
I really don't know. Her Majesty always manages to win. And if anyone ever gets close, it's always the same thing. Off with their heads.
Excuse me, Your Majesty. I don't see any mallets. What are we going to use for mallets?
These flamingos, of course.
Of course. Of course.
And what are we to use for croquet balls?
Guinea pigs. He's as keen as mustard.
What are we to use for wickets? We do have to hit the ball through something, don't we?
Wickets, assume your positions.
Oh, you oaf, you move much too slowly. Off with his head.
It's going to be very difficult in that position.
They're dreadfully fond of beheading people here. Wouldn't you say? The great wonder is anyone left here with a head at all.
You impertinent child, wipe that smile off your face. Is that smile quite gone?
It's left the young lady's face. But it seems to have reappeared elsewhere.
It's the Cheshire Cat. Oh, hello, Cheshire Cat.
Hello. How do you like the Queen?
Not at all. I don't like the idea of losing my head. Would you?
I could hardly afford that.
I say, what is that thing?
It's a friend of mine, a Cheshire cat. Allow me to introduce you.
I'd rather not, if you don't mind. My dear, may I introduce another of your subjects?
No, you may not. Ugh, off with his head, whoever or whatever it is. And off with his tail, too. There's more than one way to skin a cat, you know.
I'm afraid he hasn't got a tail. You can't behead something that has no body.
Well, you can try. And exactly who is the owner of this monster?
I think it belongs to the Duchess, Your Majesty. Perhaps you better ask her about it.
Oh, that shouldn't be difficult, dear. You put her in prison.
Fetch the Duchess here and be quick about it.
When I get home, I have such wonderful stories to tell about kings and queens, strange creatures in such strange lands.
Well, as I live and breathe, and I hope to keep it up, if it isn't a little one. How are you, my dear?
As well as can be expected. And you?
Huh? You're thinking. That makes you forget to talk. Well, I can't tell you just now the moral to that, but, well, I'll remember in a bit.
Perhaps it hasn't one.
Get out of here. Tut, tut, my child. Everything has a moral, if you find it. Now, the moral to that is, 'tis love, 'tis love, 'tis love that makes the world go round. Well, if it isn't Her Majesty.
Well, it is. And that being the case, would you be good enough to grovel?
Grovel?
Yes. Right here on the gravel.
Do you think I'm ready for groveling?
Now, I give you a choice. Either you or your head must be off, and at once.
Oh, well, I accept your generous offer, Your Majesty. Yes, I do. Ta-ta. Get out of here.
Bad riddance to good rubbish.
With all due respect, Your Majesty, I think you've got that backwards.
Oh? Have I? Bad rubbish to good riddance.
No, it's good riddance to bad rubbish.
What mockery. Speaking of mockery, have you met the mock turtle yet?
I don't think so, Your Majesty. But then, I don't even know what a mock turtle is.
Why, it's the thing mock turtle soup is made from. Oh, you must meet him. Now, you just follow that path and you'll see him. I must attend to some executions.
Whatever it is, it must be trapped in there. Oh, that poor little goat. There. Don't cry. Bye, little goat. You hurry back to your mother. I'm sure she misses you. I'm sure mine does, too. Well, thank you. I'm glad someone appreciates me. Thank you. And you hurry back to your mother, too. Goodbye. turtle?
A mock turtle? Do I look like a mock turtle? Can't you tell a genuine griffin when you see one?
I'm so sorry, Mr. Griffin. Her Majesty told me that I'd meet the mock turtle here.
Oh, you mean that off with his head, Queen? She's a flippity-gibbet. Flippity-gibbet, flippity-gibbet, flippity-gibbet.
Flippity what?
A silly ninny. All the executions she orders, they never come about. They're all her fancy.
Then why does she even order them?
Why? Why? The eternal why of a child. I've enough of my griffosophy. I'll take her to the mock turtle. Come on.
Everybody says come on. I never was to order around before in all my life. Never.
Come on.
Isn't being miserable for your partner what marriage is all about?
Oh, it is for us.
1 hour of irresistible fun.
What is on your backside? Yeah, it looks to me like your butt's got a big mouth.
Growing Pains, 7:30 Monday on 9.
In today's museum, you can have a coffee with the Jews and Italians of Carlton, transplant an organ, take a glimpse of the cosmos, appreciate the work of Aboriginal women, and right now you can see the most valuable collection of Chinese objects ever to come to Australia. 5,000 years in the making, never seen before in Australia. The Imperial China Exhibition, another reason to go for a wander through today's museum. Proudly sponsored by Channel 9.
Good food, good health with Max Walker.
Have a look at that lot. Where do they get the energy? Well, around here, they get plenty of energy from fruit and ice cream. You see, it's got calcium and protein. It's much better for them than some of the rubbish that kids eat. For my money, you won't find an easier way to get kids to eat something decent, right? Right!
Brought to you by the Australian Dairy Corporation.
You know, when you choose Valvoline oil, you're buying the best possible protection for the best possible price, which is why all these people choose Valvoline. People who know use Valvoline.
For competitive duty-free prices, forget Singapore and Hong Kong. We've got the best duty-free prices on Citizen ProMaster watches for your special sport Citizen ProMaster. Mountaineering, hang gliding, flying, cycling, windsurfing, yachting or underwater from an unbelievable $89. And we'll include this special limited offer of Citizen Cultured Pearl earrings. Retail value $55, yours absolutely free. Available exclusively at City International Duty Free, 185 Swanson Walk, 245 Collins, Clayton Road, Clayton, West End Duty Free, Queen Street, City.
Summer weather, burning leather, boiling wickets. There's nothing like the cricket. No other game moves you the same. It's in our blood, it's in our veins. It reaches inside, it stirs up your pride. No other game moves you the same.
It's stunning. The most valuable collection of Chinese objects ever to come to Australia. It took 5,000 years to get here. Make sure you don't miss it. Imperial China, on now at today's museum.
Come on. There's the mock turtle, right there.
Who are you?
I'm Alice.
Guess what his sorrow is?
Well, he must want to go home. I know why I'm so sad, Mr. Mock Turtle. I want to go home. I just seem to be getting further and further away. But why are you crying?
It's all his morbid imagination. He really has no sorrow.
Oh, shut up, Griffin.
Yes, Mr. Griffin, please. But what is the matter, Mr. Mock Turtle?
Oh, my dear. Once I was a real turtle. We went to school in the sea. My teacher was an old turtle. We used to call him Tortoise.
But why did you call him Tortoise if he was really a turtle?
We called him Tortoise because he taught us. Really, you are very dull.
You ought to be ashamed of yourself, asking such a silly question.
Please tell me more.
Well, we had the best of education, reeling and writhing, and then the different branches of arithmetic, ambition, distraction, uglification, and derision.
Oh, shut up, Mock Turtle. Enough about your lessons. Why don't you sing the little girl a song?
Well, if I'm going to sing anything, I suppose a song is a good choice.
Oh, I don't know. You could sing her a sea shanty.
That's a thought. I used to live in a sea shanty, but I didn't care for it much. But the roof leaked, as I recall.
Now, really, Mr. Turtle.
Oh, you don't have to be so formal. You can call me by my first name.
And what is that?
Mock. That's what my mother used to call me. Mock, she'd say.
Well, whoever you are, and whatever you are, absolutely nothing you say makes any sense at all.
Oh, that's the nicest compliment I've ever been paid. There's too much sense in the world for me, in my humble opinion.
Please tell me, young lady, just what is so good about never once being misunderstood. There's far too much accurate communication, and if it continues, I fear for the nation. Nonsense, nonsense, that's what we're terribly short of. Don't you love nonsense?
I'm not really sure what sort of.
We're getting lethargic from aiming at logic. Let's put a stop to that. If you don't love nonsense, I'll knock off your hat. Nonsense, nonsense, simply can't do without it. Burn incense to nonsense and sing us a song about it. Let young Master Billy be hopelessly silly until he is blue in the face. We must never be grave, 'tis nonsense will save the blooming human race. Nonsense, simply can't do without it. Burn incense to nonsense and sing us a song about it. Let young Master Billy be hopelessly silly until he is blue in the face. We must never be grave, 'tis nonsense will save the blooming human race.
Now, tell us about your adventures.
I would tell you my adventures beginning from this morning. There's no use going back to yesterday, because I was a different person then.
The trial's beginning! The trial's beginning!
Come on, come on.
What trial is it?
Never mind, come on.
Bye, Alice. Bye, Griffin.
I wish they'd get the trail done and pass out the refreshments. What are they doing? They can't have anything to write down yet before the trial's begun.
He's writing down the names for fear they shall forget them before the end of the trial.
Silence in court!
Silence in the court. Herald, read the accusation.
The Queen of Hearts, she made some tarts, all on a summer day. The Knave of Hearts, he stole some tarts and took them quite away.
Consider your verdict.
Oh, no, Your Majesty, not yet, not yet. There's a lot more to come.
Well, yeah. Call the first witness. Call the first witness! Call the first witness!
Oh, I beg your pardon, Your Majesty. I was just finishing my tea when they dragged me in here.
You should have finished your tea. When did you begin?
The 14th of March.
15, 16. Oh, don't be impertinent. Give your evidence or I'll have you executed on the spot. Oh, my dear, did you hear that?
Bravo! Oh, Your Honor, I'm a very poor man. And I had just begun my tea, not more than a week or so ago. And what with the bread and butter getting thinner and the twinkling of the tea.
The twinkling of the what?
It began with the tea.
Well, of course, twinkling begins with a T. Everybody knows that. Do you think I'm a dunce?
Your Honor, I'm a poor man, and most things began to twinkle after that. Only the March Hare said...
I didn't. You did. I didn't. You did. I didn't. You did. Why deny it? Be a good sport. I'll explain it to all of the court. I offered you tea and you drank a quart. I didn't. You did.
He denies it. Strike it out.
Your Majesty, I'm a poor man.
You're a very poor speaker, too. If that's all you know about the case, you may stand down.
Stand down, Your Majesty? But I can hardly get any lower. I'm on the floor as it is.
Well, then simply go.
Of course. And just take his head off outside.
Where he goes, I go.
Call the next witness.
Call the next witness.
Call the next witness. Give your evidence.
No, I won't.
Your Majesty, you must cross-examine the witness.
Must I?
Of course you must.
Why must I?
Because I say so.
Oh, of course, that's different. What are tarts made of?
What? Tarts. What is a tart made of?
Well, tart starts with a T. Then you add an A, then you add an R, then you add...
No! What are the ingredients?
Oh, well, pepper.
Lots of pepper! They most certainly are not! They are made of prickles!
Pepper! You are an idiot! It's pepper! Off with his head! And after that, pinch off his whiskers! And off with her head, too! Pepper!
Thank you for taking over the cross-examination, my dear. It was giving me rather a headache.
Well, if these examinations are really supposed to be cross, I am much better at that sort of thing than you are.
How true. How true. Have we a verdict?
You haven't got any evidence yet.
Silence!
Oh.
What's the matter? What's the matter?
You're growing, young lady.
But I didn't eat a piece of mushroom or drink anything.
There's no doubt about it. You're growing up.
Next online, a superb Australian movie double, Closer and Closer Apart, then the gripping drama, The Plains of Heaven.
The critics are celebrating That Night, the year's most talked about film. Juliette Lewis brings sensuousness and vulnerability to the role, says Ivan Hutchinson, which makes her every scene fascinating to watch. Juliette Lewis doesn't steam, she sizzles, writes Clark Forbes. And the Sunday Telegraph's Paul Lepettit says that Night captures the passion and agony of young love. See Thomas Howell and Oscar nominee Juliette Lewis star in That Night. See it now.
At McDonald's, you love eating with your fingers. Now you'll love saving with them with value meal combos. This handy signal gets you a #1, a Big Mac value meal combo. This slightly more complicated gesture gets you a #2, the Quarter Pounder with cheese value meal combo. People more advanced in motor skills can order a #3, the McFeast value meal combo. Whichever way, you can be sure of 1, 2, 3 and more ways to save.
McDonald's, it's my time.
Look out, he's back, and he's still the 12th man with another off-the-wall send-up of the boys in the commentary team. There's Richie.
What a catch! What a catch!
And Bill.
Got in, yes, off your out. Beautiful piece of bowling.
And Tony.
Yes, Bill, he really seems to have mastered the art of fast bowling in the last year and a half.
And there's Ian and Greg and Michael and David and Kenny and Tappy and Big Maxie and a cast of thousands. On the outrageous new album from the 12th man, still the 12th man, specially priced on CD and cassette in stores now.
Dum-diddle-dum-diddle-dum-bonanza! Hee-haw! Fire up for the Captain Snooze free linen bonanza! Bar from our huge range of inner spring. Bedroom suites, kids' bedroom furniture. Or sofa beds at the Captain's guaranteed lowest price. And we'll reward you with a free flat sheet, fitted sheet, pillows, pillowcases, plus a comforted quilt with every bed set sold. Hee-haw! So burn down to the Captain Snooze free linen bonanza!
Captain Snooze, service, advice, and the right price.
It's now a year since Telecom MobileNet introduced cost-cutting Flexi plans. In that time, many mobile phone users have saved a lot of money, but some could be saving more, a lot more, just by being on the right Flexi plan. To find out if you could be saving up to $360 a year more, phone now. 018 018 111. These savings are only available from Telecom MobileNet, Australia's own.
Can you hear me up there? Alice, you're the next witness.
I can hear you.
She's a monster.
The Queen should chop her down to size right now.
What do you know about this business?
Nothing.
Nothing whatever?
Nothing whatever.
Oh, that's very important.
How could it possibly be important?
Unimportant, Your Majesty means, of course.
Unimportant, I meant, of course. Rule 42. All persons over a mile high are to leave the court.
I'm not a mile high.
Yes, you are.
I most certainly am not.
Nearly 2 miles high.
I don't mean to be rude, Your Highness, but you really don't know what you're talking about. Besides, it's not a regular rule. You invented it just now.
Young lady, that is the oldest rule in the book.
Then it ought to be number 1.
Give me a verdict. Give me a verdict.
But there's more evidence to come yet. But please, Your Majesty, a very important envelope has just been found.
Why don't you just let the poor prisoner go? You can see he's a nice man.
What's in the envelope?
Your Majesty, a set of verses.
Your Majesty, please. I didn't write them.
The knave didn't sign them. In fact, nobody signed them.
That proves his guilt. Off with his head. Off with his head.
It doesn't prove anything. And you really ought to stop yelling off with everybody's head. It's a terrible habit you have.
Silence! Silence!
Just set the prisoner free and let him go home. His family probably misses him very much. And one of the worst feelings in the whole world is to be homesick. I ought to know.
Give me a verdict. Give me a verdict.
How can they give a verdict when there isn't a bit of meaning in this whole trial?
Oh, well, if there's no meaning, that saves us a world of trouble. We don't have to try and find any.
Sentence first, verdict after.
Are you crazy? You can't have first.
Hold your tongue.
I will not hold my tongue. Hold yours.
Oh, off with her head! Off with her head! Get her! Grab her! Grab her! Off with her head! Off with her head! Off with her head! Off with her head!
I'm not afraid of you. You're nothing but a pack of cards. Ouch! Stop it! Stop it! Wicked little thing!
After her! Faster, faster! Get her! Catch her! Get her!
Father, Father, I'm back! Mother! Father! Anybody! Dad, I'm home! I'm home! What are you doing on that side of the mirror? Mother, Father, I'm here! Look! I'm here! I'm here! On the other side of the mirror! Mother! Father! Help me! I'm here! Mother! Father! I'm here! On the other side of the mirror! Jabberwocky. 'Twas Brillig and the slithy toes, to gyre and gimble in the wabe. How mimsy were the Borgos, and the mome-ras outgrabe. Beware the Jabberwock, my son, the jaws that bite, and the claws that catch. Beware the Jubjub bird, and shun the filmiest Bandersnatch. I can just tell this is supposed to be a scary poem. Good thing I'm grown up. I probably would be a little frightened. Thunder doesn't frighten me. And I'm not the least bit afraid. I really don't think they can hear me.
I'll see to a new one at once.
Hello? And they can't see me either.
My baby! My precious Lily, my imperial child!
Oh, imperial fiddlesticks. I think my nose is out of whack. So is my sacroiliac.
Baby! My baby! Dear, my baby! Oh! Mind the tornado.
What tornado?
The one that practically blew me up. Be careful. There's really a very strong wind.
It's gonna take you hours to get on that table if I don't help you. Please don't make such faces. You're making me laugh so hard I can hardly hold you.
Well, I warned you about the tornado.
I've turned cold to the very end of my whiskers.
You don't have any whiskers.
The horror of what just happened to me, I shall never forget.
Baby. Baby.
Hello again. Hello? They can't see me or hear me. And they certainly... And you can see me and hear me?
Of course.
What happened to that monster? Not that I'd want to meet him again.
Nothing happened to him. That monster was the thing you created in your own mind.
My mind most certainly did not create anything like that. I was simply reading a silly book.
Your fears gave birth to it. And until you overcome those fears, little girl,
My name's Alice, Mr. Owl.
as long as you have those fears inside you, Alice, the Jabberwocky may come for you at any time.
Well, I suppose there are some fears inside me. But please, I really must know how to get back through the mirror.
Well, don't worry.
Why shouldn't I worry?
Well, there's always another way back. And there's no point in going home until you're not so afraid of not growing up.
Now, wait a minute. I've done a great deal of growing up. And growing down.
When you overcome the great fear in you, then and only then will you be able to stop the frightening appearances of the Jabberwocky and return to your family.
But how?
Only you know the answer to that.
I don't know. If I knew, I would tell myself. And you don't care, or you'd tell me. You really would.
Oh, but I do care. And you will see that all the creatures in Looking Glass Land care.
Why should they?
Because when the fear in you creates the Jabberwocky, it is dangerous for all of us around here. It is really to our best interest if you cure these terrible afflictions by yourself. The best way to do it is to stay here and listen to me for a few years.
Years? I can't even stay here for another moment. My poor mother must be in a terrible state. Goodbye.
If you don't stay, you may never get home at all.
Well, I suppose I could stay and listen to you for a while.
In that case, I'll be on my way.
But you wanted me to stay.
Ah, but now you're in Looking Glass Land, and everything here is backward. The reverse of everything you expected.
But we were just beginning to talk. Just beginning to...
Yes. Yes, my dear. But here, beginnings are endings.
This is the way home. I hope. If only flowers could talk.
We can talk, if there's anybody worth talking to.
Excuse me, can all the flowers talk?
As well as you can, and a great deal louder.
It's just not good manners for us to speak first. But since you did before we did, I can tell you, when I first saw you, I thought, this little girl has a face with some sense in it, though not very much.
It looks like a very clever face to me.
If only her petals curled up a little more, she might be all right.
If you don't speak to me more politely, I'll pick you.
Good for you. There's only one flower worse than the tiger lily, the daisy. When one speaks, they all speak. It's enough to make you faint the way they go on and on and on.
Who is it you all talk? Been in many gardens before, but none of the flowers could talk.
Put your hand down and feel the ground, then you'll know why.
It's very hard. But I don't see what that has to do with it.
In most gardens, they make the beds too soft, so the flowers are always asleep.
I never thought of that before.
In my opinion, you never think at all. I never saw anybody who looked more stupid.
Hold your tongue. As if you ever saw anybody. You hide your head under your leaves and snore away till you know no more of what's going on in the world than a bud.
Are there any more people in the garden besides me?
Oh, a few. And here comes one of the stranger ones now.
Oh, my. The Red Queen's grown a good deal.
It's the fresh air that does it.
Excuse me. I really must go and talk to her. Goodbye.
Come from?
I...
Look up, speak nicely, and stop twiddling your fingers all the time.
I'm lost. I lost my way.
What do you mean, your way? All the ways around here belong to me. And curtsy while you're thinking of what to say. It saves time.
I only wanted to see what the garden was like, Your Majesty. I thought I'd try and find my way to the top of this hill. Oh, the land. It's all marked out like a large chessboard.
Well, of course it is.
This is all one big game of chess? One big game that's being played all over the world? I can't believe it. There must be pieces moving everywhere. I wish I was one of them.
Oh, you're going to be.
How wonderful! I wouldn't even mind being a pawn, but I'd rather be a queen.
But you're going to be a pawn. One of the White Queen's little brats is too young to play, so you'll have to take a place. You'll be a pawn, which will start you in the second square of the board, naturally.
I can't play. I really must be going home.
when you're queen, you may go home.
But you said I was only going to be a pawn.
That's quite correct. But when you reach the 8th square of the chessboard, then you'll be a queen, and then you may go home. Hurry! We'll miss everything.
Hurry where?
I'll show you.
Get that trash.
And fun.
How will I get home? Tell me. What happened to her? Oh, my. I will find my way home. Just know I will.
Every day, Sovereign Hill comes to life as it was in the 1850s. And during January school holidays, it's staying open on Wednesdays, Thursdays and Fridays up till 8 p.m. Experience sundown at Sovereign Hill. There's always more to see.
UV Triple Guard Lotion from Palmolive has microfine ingredients that reflect harmful rays away from your skin, helping to give you broad-spectrum maximum protection.
The Benson & Hedges World Series. Be there for the final showdown. A last ball six for a thrilling tie. Heart-stopping action galore. The Benson & Hedges World Series has had everything, and the finals promise to be a dramatic climax. Be at the MCG for the second day-night final, January 18. Play starts 2:30.
Your key to Australia's richest frequent flyer program is probably already in your wallet. Because when you're a member of the Ansett Frequent Flyer program, every time you use your Diners Club card for any purchase at all, you automatically earn points to fly free to almost 500 destinations around the world with some of the world's best airlines, and stay free at some of the world's best holiday resorts. Every dollar you spend with Diners Club earns you points in Australia's richest frequent flyer program.
You look for quality and style, you look for value too. Carpet World's waiting for you.
It's our sizzling hot summer sale with everything priced to go. 100% wool Berber is $83 a metre. Stain release cut loop $49 a metre. Remnants 50% off, and vinyls too. With everything priced to go, our summer sale will soon be over.
Carpet World's waiting for you.
McDonald's double beef and bacon is 2 all-beef patties, sizzling bacon and melting cheese, ketchup, mustard and...
To be a hero, and we're out in the cold.
Well, at least we know we did our duty, Tomcat. Guys, let's step into that building next door.
You've captured Knuckles, public enemy number 12, and hey!
Green noise for Knuckles.
To the 8th square as quickly as possible. Which way do I go? What do I do?
Well, what have we here?
My.
Tickets, please.
Here you are.
Show your ticket.
Well, don't keep him waiting, child. His time is worth $1,000 a minute.
I'm afraid I haven't got one. There wasn't a ticket office where I came from.
No excuses, please. You should have bought one from the engine driver. Ticket.
He means the man who drives the engine also sells the ticket. You should have known that.
Obviously, no use in speaking to you people. Or whatever you are.
So better say nothing at all, then. Around here, language is worth $1,000 a word.
I'll dream about $1,000 tonight. I just know it.
Where are you going, child?
To Square 4.
Well, at least she's old enough to know where she's going, even if she doesn't know her own name.
I know my name.
She should have known her way to the ticket office, even if she doesn't know the alphabet.
I know the alphabet. I really do.
She'll have to go back from here as luggage.
No, I won't. I don't belong on this railway journey at all. I was in the forest just now and I wish I could get back there.
Well, if wishes were horses, beggars would ride. That's an old expression. Here's another old expression.
If you're so anxious to make a joke, why don't you make one?
Well, it's the most unheard of thing I've ever heard of.
What a bunch of grouchy people you all are.
We should send her on by mail. She's got quite a stamp on her.
No. We should send her as a message by telegraph. Hold on. I think this train's out of control.
Oh, who cares? As long as it'll take me into the 4th square. I really think I should pull an emergency cord.
There isn't an emergency cord.
There's not even a non-emergency cord. No.
There's got to be. All trains have one. You pull it and the train stops.
Well, there isn't, you little crybaby.
There's got to be one.
There isn't. The only thing you can pull around here is your own weight.
That's what you think.
Yeah.
Well, I must say.
Who stopped the train?
She's the culprit.
Tattletale? Well, how did she do it?
She yanked on his chinny chin chin.
Almost pulled my whiskers up, you did.
Look, girl, didn't you know it's against the law to stop the train? Unless, of course, it's an emergency.
It was. The train was running away.
Oh? And who was it running away from?
That's a silly question.
And you're a silly girl.
And you're a silly Billy. Goat.
Oh, you got your goat that time.
Got your goat. That's very good. I'm going to write that down on paper. Next time, stay off my train.
I will.
She almost ruined my lunch.
Hello? 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 Hello?
Hello. What do you want?
You look like a very nice person. A very, very nice person who wouldn't hurt me even if I am an insect.
I can see that. But exactly what kind of insect are you?
I'm a gnat. But what kind of insects do they like where you come from?
Well, I don't usually like insects where I come from. But could you please tell me if this is the 4th square? You see, I'm on my way to the 8th square, where I'll be a queen.
Why would you want to be a queen?
I guess then I'll be grown up enough to go home. And my mother will be so glad to see me. She'll see how grown up I am. Invite me to sit at tea. Is this the 4th square?
Yes, but I wouldn't go in there if I were you.
Well, as long as there aren't any monsters, I'm sure I'll be quite fine. Now, if you'll excuse me, I really must be going.
Don't say I didn't warn you.
No, I really would never say that. Bye. To Tweedledum's house, to the home of Tweedledee. Suppose those two live in the same house. Maybe they can tell me how to get to the 8th square.
If you think we're waxworks, you really ought to pay, you know. Waxworks weren't made to be looked at for nothing.
I didn't know you were alive.
Contrariwise, if you think we're alive, then you should speak.
Oh, yes. I'm very sorry.
I know what you're thinking about. Well, it isn't so. No how.
Contrariwise, if it was so, it might be, and if it were so, it would be. But as it isn't, it ain't. That's logic.
Well, I was thinking which way was the best way out of the wood.
Well, you've begun wrong. The first thing you do in a visit is you say, how do you do? And you shake hands.
How do you do? Shake hands. Welcome to you. Shake hands. It's really quite important to be proper. And don't you dare to be dumb or you may come a cropper. The weather is fine. Shake hands. The pleasure is mine. Shake hands. And though the meeting may be fleeting, it's so lovely, don't you see? If you shake hands with me. The pleasure is mine. Shake hands. And though the meeting may be fleeting, it's so lovely, don't you see? If you shake hands, don't be a fool. Shake hands. If you shake hands with me.
Each week on the exciting game show Keynotes, you could be a winner in the Channel 9 and Australian Women's Weekly $500,000 cash giveaway. Next Wednesday night's draw on Keynotes, be watching for your chance to win $30,000 cash. Join in the fun on 9.
The creamiest ice cream. Delicious sauces, exotic ingredients. Oh, in your mouth, please. New connoisseur from Brown's.
In today's museum, you can have a coffee with the Jews and Italians of Carlton, transplant an organ, take a glimpse of the cosmos, appreciate the work of Aboriginal women, and right now you can see the most valuable collection of Chinese objects ever to come to Australia. 5,000 years in the making. Never seen before in Australia. The Imperial China Exhibition. Another reason to go for a wander
hold their fire until
to
they
today's
see
museum.
what the whole...
Proudly sponsored by Channel 9.
Come on, boys, inside. Someone bring a salad, please.
National for a tailored home loan, we showed them a plan that would save 9 years
and $64,000.
Oh, the National were really terrific. We'll be saving thousands.
Yeah, we can't tell you what a relief that is. Check out your options on our unique home loan simulator at any branch. National Australia Bank, tailoring banking to your needs.
I feel like chicken tonight, like chicken tonight.
Introducing 6 tasty Chicken Tonight simmer sauces from Rosella. Simply brown the chicken, simmer and serve.
Mom, can we have chicken tonight tomorrow?
Chicken tonight.
Summer's hottest ever sale is on at Roger David. Save on summer's hottest shirts only $15.95. Drill pants and jeans $35.95. Get 2 pairs for $58. Beat the heat and save. Stay cool in t-shirts and polos only $15.95. Leather jackets originally $249.95 now from $159.95. Don't miss the hottest ever summer sale at Roger David.
New Connoisseur from Browns.
I hope you're not too tired.
Oh, no, how? Well, thank you very much for asking.
So much obliged. You like poetry?
Well, some poetry. But would you tell me which one leads out of the wood?
But I know so much poetry. You really must stay long enough and let me entertain you. What marvelous poem shall I recite to her?
Why, The Walrus and Carpenter. It's the longest.
If it's very long, would you please tell me first which road? I mean, you're both so very exhausted.
Nonsense.
The sun was shining on the sea, shining with all his might. He did his very best to make the billows smooth and bright. And this was odd because it was the middle of the night. The moon was shining sulkily because she thought the sun had got no business to be there after the day was done.
It's very proud of him, she said, to come and spoil the fun.
The sea was wet as wet could be. The sands were dry as dry. You could not see a cloud because no cloud was in the sky. No birds were flying overhead. There were no birds to fly. And the carpenter were walking close at hand. They wept like anything to see such quantities of sand.
If this were only cleared away, my friend, it would be grand. If 7 maids with 7 mops swept it for half a year, do you suppose in that much time that they could get it clear? I doubt it really could be done, at least by me, my dear.
Oh! There, go on the sea, that is.
Oysters, come and walk with us, we truly do beseech. A pleasant walk, a pleasant talk along the briny beach. We cannot do with more than 4 to give a hand to each. The time has come, my quite convinced to talk of many things.
Of shoes and chips and sealing wax, of cabbages and kings.
And why the sea is boiling hot, and whether pigs have wings.
But wait a bit, if you don't mind, before we have our chat. For some of us are out of breath, and all of us are fat.
We do not wish to hurry you.
Thank you much for that.
A loaf of bread and butter too is what we chiefly need. And vinegar and salt besides are very good indeed. Now if you're ready, oysters dear, we can begin to feed.
Not on us if it's all the same and strictly entre-nous. For after such a kindness, what a dismal thing to do.
Shall we have some wine?
The night is fine. Do you admire the view? It was so kind of you to come, and you are so very nice.
Talk is cheap by the briny deep. Cut us another slice. I wish you were not quite so deaf. I've had to ask you twice.
It seems a rather dreadful shame to play them such a trick.
Say what you will, but as for me, the butter's spread too thick. Look, they're getting... Turn around, get after them.
I weep for you, my little friends. I deeply sympathize. I sob a sob and I weep some tears, all those of a larger size.
Oh, hold your pocket handkerchief before your blooming eyes.
Oh, oyster, said the carpenter, you've had a pleasant run. Shall we be trotting home again? But the answer came then none. And this was scarcely odd because they've eaten everyone.
They ate them all? What monsters!
Every day, Sovereign Hill comes to life as it was in the 1850s. And during January school holidays, it's staying open on Wednesdays, Thursdays and Fridays up till 8 p.m. Experience sundown at Sovereign Hill. There's always more to see.
Got a thirst for action? Just enter the Solo Summer Sports Spectacular, and you could be off to any one of Channel 9's international wide world of sports events. There's over $100,000 in prizes to be won, including Cannondale racing bikes, dart surf skis, big wave riders, and Rip Curl surfing gear. So enter the Solo Summer Sports Spectacular and crush your thirst for action. See Solo cans and bottles for details.
The Myer Stocktake sale is in its second big week with more brand new savings. Save up to $40 off ladies' Speedo swimwear. Men's Polaco business shirts normally expect to pay up to $39.95, our price $25.95. And save on selected Elizabeth Arden skincare and cosmetics. Prices start from $5.95. With huge savings on top brands, this is one sale you definitely can't miss. That's the Myer Stocktake sale for you.
This holiday season, Fievel's back.
Howdy, Mama.
In a brand new magical adventure.
Five, my son, come back!
Filled with music,
Where's the girl you left behind?
She's waiting for a sister.
laughter,
I want my mommy.
and love.
You're the best cat I ever met.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah! With the voices of Dom DeLuise and Jimmy Stewart, Steven Spielberg presents An American Tale. Five-O Goes West.
Out now on video.
That looks good.
Oh, great. Did you get lots of chips? Come on, come on.
Close your eyes. Now open wide.
They're not Red Rooster chips.
Red Rooster's new crunchy potato wedges. Big meaty chips with the skin left on for more potato flavour. Red Rooster. For a limited time only.
7:30 Monday.
Am I interrupting something? Not tonight.
1 hour of family fun.
You can't sleep with your father for 21 years and not catch a little something.
Growing pains.
You know what I mean.
7:30 Monday on 9.
Oh, it's somebody Shaw.
Bread and butter. Bread and butter. Bread and butter. Bread and butter. My show. Where's my bread and butter? Oh, thank you. I've been looking for that.
Then I'm very glad I happened to be in the way.
Bread and butter. Bread and butter. Bread and
Am I dressing the White Queen?
Well, yes, if you can call that a dressing. It's not my notion of the thing at all.
If Your Majesty would only tell me the right way to begin, I'll do it as well as I can. Can I help put your shawl on straight for you?
Please. It's out of temper, I think. It's in a snit. It's peevish. It's having a fit. I pinned it here and I pinned it there. There's no pleasing it.
Well, you look better now. But really, you should have a lady's maid.
I'll take you with pleasure. 2 a week and jam every other day.
I don't want you to hire me, and I don't care for jam.
Well, it's very good jam.
Well, I don't want to eat today at any rate.
You couldn't have it if you did want it. The rule is jam tomorrow, jam yesterday, but never jam today.
It must come sometimes to jam today.
No, it can't. It's jam every other day. Today isn't any other day, you know. Jam tomorrow, jam yesterday, but never ever jam today. I said jam tomorrow, jam yesterday, but never ever jam today. You can wish as you want, you can want as you wish. Still you better hear me say jam tomorrow, jam yesterday, but never ever jam today. Not ashamed of marmalade. Neither jelly nor honey, for love nor money. Never ever jam today. Oh, you can wish as you want, you can want as you wish. Still, you better hear me say jam tomorrow, jam yesterday, but never ever jam today.
Dreadfully confusing.
Well, that's the effect of living backwards. It makes everyone a little giddy at first. But there's one great advantage. The memory works both ways.
Well, I'm sure mine only works one way. I can't remember things before they happen.
Well, it's a poor sort of memory, only works backwards.
What sort of things do you remember best?
Things that happened the week after next. Oh, my finger's bleeding. Ah!
How'd that happen? Have you stuck your finger?
Well, I haven't stuck it yet, but I soon shall. Ah!
When Duke
button my shawl again. The brooch will come undone directly.
Be careful, you're holding it all crooked.
See? That accounts for the bleeding. Now you understand the way things happen here. How old are you?
7.5 exactly.
I'm just 101.
I can't believe that.
You can't?
I hope your finger's better now.
Better. Much better.
What a thick black cloud that is. I believe it's got wings. I hope it's not... It's only a giant bird. I thought the Jabberwocky was coming back again. Can't reach me here. It's too large to hit through the trees. I wish it wouldn't flap its wings so. It's like a hurricane. It's Humpty Dumpty. It can't be anyone else. And he looks exactly like a giant egg.
Young lady, it's not very nice to tell someone he looks like an egg.
Some eggs are very beautiful, you know.
Some people have no more sense than a baby.
My name's Alice, sir.
That's a stupid name.
I may be stupid, sir, but don't you think it'd be a lot safer down here on the ground? The wall is very narrow.
Of course I don't think so. Why, even if I did fall off, the king has promised
to send all of his horses and all of his men to put Humpty Dumpty back together again.
You've been snooping at doors, or you couldn't have known that.
Oh, no. It's in a book of very famous nursery rhymes. What a beautiful belt you've got.
Really? When a person doesn't know a cravat from a belt. It's a cravat, child, and a very beautiful one, I might add. It's a present from the White King and Queen.
Really?
Yes, really. They gave it to me for an unbirthday present just this past week.
An unbirthday present? What's an unbirthday present?
It's a present given when it isn't your birthday, of course.
I like birthday presents best.
You don't know what you're talking about. How many days are there in a year?
365.
And how many birthdays do you have?
1.
And if you take 1 from 365, that means you can get 364 unbirthday presents. You see, Dum-Dum?
Certainly.
And only 1 for birthday presents, you know. Now, there's glory for you.
But I don't know what you mean by glory.
Of course you don't, till I tell you. I mean, there's a nice knockdown argument for you.
But glory doesn't mean a nice knockdown argument.
When I use a word, it means just what I choose it to mean. Neither more or less.
The question is whether you can make words mean so many different things.
The question is, which is to be master? That's all. Words. I have a temper. Some words particularly. Verbs. Whew, they're the proudest. Adjectives, you can do anything with, but not verbs. However, I can manage the whole lot of them. Impenetrability. That's what I say.
Would you please tell me what that word means?
Now, you talk like a reasonable child. I meant by impenetrability that we've had enough of that subject. And it would be just as well if you'd mention what you mean to do next, as I suppose you don't mean to stop here all the rest of your life.
That's a great deal to make one word mean.
When I make a word do a lot of work like that, I always pay it extra.
Mr. Dumpty, if you're going to skip and dance, don't you really think it'd be a bit safer down here on the ground?
Actually, no. If I thought that, I'd do that. You are a rather fearful little child, aren't you?
Mr. Dumpty, you don't understand. I suppose I do have a lot of fears inside me. And Mr. Rao, at least I think that was his name. Mr. Dumpty, my fears are bringing back the Jabberwocky.
Jabberwocky?
Tuesday.
I'm your new teacher.
Catch Billy Connolly.
So what do we do now?
Take attendance.
Sure. Everybody here?
Everybody's here.
Great. What's next?
The comic sensation.
I'm your vice principal.
I don't suppose you'd care to be my principal vice?
Head of the class, 8 o'clock Tuesday on 9.
The Jones and the Smiths went camping. Both families had $1,200. The Jones bought a top-quality Jackaroo tent. With the change, they all got great Jackaroo sleeping bags and air mattresses, an LPG cylinder, a lantern, and a 2-burner Jackaroo camp stove. The Smiths chose another brand of high-quality tent with their $1,200. And with their change, they could just afford a box of matches. Jackaroo, it's Australia's favourite camping gear.
Take me. Take me. Take me. Ooh, take me. Take me. Take me. Take me. Oh, come on, take me.
The Pancake Parlour.
Lovely.
The Benson & Hedges World Series. Australia versus Pakistan. Get behind the Aussies on Tuesday, January 12, as they take on the reigning World Cup champions in a day-night match. The Benson & Hedges World Series. Australia versus Pakistan. Play starts 2:30 p.m. at the MCG. Tickets from Bass.
So you want to be a sports photographer? Well, each week for the next 5 weeks, the Sunday Age will publish the 6 best readers' photos. Each week you can win heaps of Kodak film equipment and a fabulous holiday for 4 to Disneyland flying Air New Zealand.
Dum-diddle-dum-diddle-dum-bonanza! Hee-haw! Fire up for the Captain Snooze free linen bonanza! Bar from our huge range of inner springs. Bedroom suites, kids' bedroom furniture. Or sofa beds at the Captain's guaranteed lowest price. And we'll reward you with a free flat sheet, fitted sheet, pillows, pillowcases, plus a comfort quilt with every bed set sold. Hee-haw! So burn down to the Captain Snooze free linen bonanza!
Captain's News, service, advice, and the right price.
I feel like chicken tonight, like chicken tonight.
Introducing 6 tasty Chicken Tonight simmer sauces from Rosella. Simply brown the chicken, simmer, and serve.
Mom, can we have chicken tonight tomorrow?
Chicken tonight.
Hello, little girl. Did you happen to see my two messengers as you came through the wood?
No, Your Majesty.
Well, would you mind looking along this road here and tell me if you can see either of them?
I see nobody on the road.
I only wish I had such eyes to be able to see nobody. It's as much as I can do to see real people by this light.
I see somebody now. But he's coming very slowly.
His name is Hayhor. He's an Anglo-Saxon messenger.
Listen. I love my love with an H because he is happy. I hate him with an H because he is hideous. I fed him with ham sandwiches and hay. His name is Hayhor, and
He lives on the hill. My other messenger's called Hatter. I must have two, you know, to come and go. One to come and one to go. Oh, yes.
I beg your pardon.
It isn't respectable to beg.
Your Majesty!
You frightened me! I feel faint. Give me a ham sandwich.
Nothing but hay left now.
Well, hay, then.
Okay.
There's nothing like eating hay when you feel faint.
I think throwing cold water over you would be better.
I didn't say there was nothing better. I said there was nothing like it. Who did you pass on the road?
I'll whisper it. They're at it again!
You call that a whisper?
Who's at it again?
Well, the lion and the unicorn, of course. Let's run and see them.
Oh, no, please. I really must be getting on my way.
The lion and the unicorn were fighting for the crown. The lion beat the unicorn all around the town.
But you don't understand. I really must be going home.
La 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 la. Do 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 do. The lion and the unicorn were fighting for the crown. The lion beat the unicorn all around the town. Play! Some gave them white bread and some gave them brown. And some gave them plum cake and drummed them out of town. 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 Umtiliada, 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 umtiliada. The lion and the unicorn, the lion and the unicorn, the lion and the unicorn, the lion and the unicorn were fighting for the crown.
Does the one that wins always get the crown?
Dear me, no, what an idea. Umtiliada.
Oh, my.
All right. 10 minutes allowed for refreshments. I don't think they're going to fight anymore today.
I should hope not.
Go order the drums to begin. You know, boom, boom.
I had the best of it this time.
Huh, you shouldn't have run him through with your horn.
It didn't hurt him. What is this?
A child. We only found it today. It's as large as life and twice as natural.
A child? But I always thought that children were fabulous monsters. Is it alive? Oh, yes! It can even talk. This is incredible. Talk, child.
Well, do you know I always thought unicorns were fabulous monsters, too? So I never saw one alive before.
Well, now that we have seen one another, if you'll believe in me, I'll believe in you. Is it a bargain?
Yes, if you like. That'd be rather pleasant.
Are you animal, vegetable, or mineral?
You dum-dum! I've already told you she's a fabulous monster.
Then hand round the cake, monster.
Yes, sir. Right away, sir. May I please have the cake?
Be careful. If you drop it, the lion will eat you.
I wouldn't do that. Yet.
Please, don't say that. You're making me nervous.
You'd better hurry. He's very short-tempered.
Don't do what he says, monster.
Don't listen to him. Cut the cake.
And I say don't.
And I say do.
Ooh, what a fight we might have for the crown now, sir.
Oh, and I would surely win.
Oh, I don't think so.
Why, I'll beat you all around the town, you pluck chicken.
All around the town, eh? Ah, well, that's a good long way. Will you go by the old bridge or by the marketplace? The best view is by the old bridge. Cut the cake.
The monster's having an awful time trying to cut that cake.
I've cut it twice, but just seems to go back together again.
You don't know how to serve looking glass cake. Hand it round first and cut it afterwards.
Now cut the cake.
This isn't fair. The monster has given the lion twice as much as me.
Well, she's kept none for herself anyhow. Do you like plum cake, monster?
Well, what is that sound? Oh, what is that sound? What is it? I don't understand. What is it? That voice doesn't drum everybody out of town. Nothing ever will.
Check. You're my prisoner.
Check. She's my prisoner, you know. Yes, but then I came and rescued her.
Well, then we must fight for her.
You will observe the rules of battle, of course.
I always do.
like the Looking Glass Land.
Check.
It was a glorious victory, wasn't it? Huh?
I don't know. I don't want to be anybody's prisoner. I just know I must become a queen if I'm ever to get home again.
And you will. When you have crossed the next brook, you will definitely be a queen. I will see you safe to the end of the wood. Then I must go back, you know. Yes, that is the end of my move.
Thank you very much.
Come, I'll get you on your way. All right. You can go ahead. Leave me. All right. Come on. Come on. All right, to the end of the wood. I hope you've got your hair well fastened on.
Only in the usual way.
Oh, that's not good enough. No, you see, the wind is so very strong. It's as strong as soup. But I have a plan for keeping your hair from falling off.
Well, I should like to hear it very much.
Well, you see, the reason hair falls off is because it hangs down. Things never fall upwards, you know. This is a plan of my own invention. You might try it if you like. First, you take an upright stick. Oh, there's one.
I hope no bones are broken.
None to speak of. The great art of riding, as I was saying, is to keep your balance.
How can you keep on talking head downward?
What does it matter where my body happens to be? My mind goes on working all the same. In fact, the more head downwards I am, the more I keep inventing new things. Like this song I am about to sing to you.
Is it long? Because you said you would see me to the end of the wood.
That I shall. I take your hand.
I understand.
And we are dancing. Without a word. It seems absurd, but we are dancing. We didn't need a cue, yet with a girl like you, it seems the thing to do. Don't you agree?
Yes, I do.
I hear the strings, my poor heart sings, and we are dancing. We share a smile, and for a while, we two are dancing. If ever time should bring another year, another spring, they'll be compared to what I've shared with you. Dancing, we share a smile, and for a while, we two are dancing. If ever time should bring another year, another spring, they'll be compared to what I've shared with
Is hard carry case, and we guarantee you'll pay no more than $399. Or the Janome MyLock 234 overlocker with all the features you'll ever need, and you'll pay no more than $479. Call into your nearest Janome retailer today and see why we're the biggest in the business.
So you want to be a sports photographer? Well, each week for the next 5 weeks, the Sunday Age will publish the 6 best readers' photos. Each week you can win heaps of Kodak film equipment and a fabulous holiday for 4 to Disneyland flying Air New Zealand.
It's a summer sale of homes, and we're unveiling our 1993 range with sizzling savings throughout January, exclusive to West Melton Estate, including a sneak preview of our new 26-square double-storey for an amazing $99,900 on your West Melton block. New prices, new display homes, and the sensational new Westlake development. Come and see us. Corner, High Street and John Batman Drive, Melton.
Chicken, delicious, crispy popcorn-sized morsels of chicken. Pop into KFC, the new popcorn chicken. Today's KFC, I like it like that.
January is the hottest month of the year at Anderson's, with massive reductions on Australia's hottest furniture brands like Moran, Parker, Noblet, Tessa and Chiswell. In fact, we'll match or better any genuine price in Melbourne, guaranteed. So come and shop in air-conditioned comfort for the hottest furniture bargains of the year. The Anderson's January sale. The prices are so low your fingers are guaranteed not to get burned.
Buy Valvoline and see engine performance like you've never seen before. Look for the special Valvoline label and you could win a trip to the Australian Formula 1 500cc bike or IndyCar Grand Prix. For engine performance like you've never seen before, buy Valvoline.
Now, you've only a few yards to go. Down the hill and over the brook. And then you will be a queen.
But I just know I'll be home. I just know it.
But you will stay to see me off first, won't you? I shan't be long, and if you simply wave your handkerchief, it will encourage me very much. All the finest damsels do that sort of thing.
Of course, I'll wait. And thank you very much for saving me.
Farewell, fair maiden.
Farewell, gallant knight. Oops. I hope I encouraged him a little. This must be the 8th square. I'm so happy to get here. What is this on my head? Now, how in the world did this crown get on my head without me knowing it? Oh, but this is wonderful. I never expected to be a queen so soon. Now, I'll tell you what this means, Your Majesty. It'll never do for you to be rolling around on the grass anymore. Queens have to be very dignified, you know. And if I really am a queen, I shall be able to manage it quite well in time. I just know it. I might
Speak when you're spoken to.
If everybody obeyed that rule, nobody would ever say anything.
Ridiculous. I overheard you saying to yourself, if I really am a queen.
What right have you to call yourself anything of the sort?
I'm sure I didn't mean to do...
That's just what I'm complaining about. You should have meant it. What do you suppose is the good of a child without meaning? Even a joke has some meaning.
Well, she's in that state of mind that she wants to deny something, only she doesn't know what to deny.
A nasty, vicious temper.
Now, my dear White Queen, let me invite you to Alice's dinner party this afternoon.
And I invite you.
Now, if you'll pardon me, I didn't know I was giving a dinner party at all. But if there's going to be one, I think I ought to invite the guests. Don't you?
We gave you the opportunity of doing it, but you didn't invite anybody. It's obvious you never had any lessons in manners.
Manners aren't taught in lessons. Lessons teach addition, subtraction, and things of that sort.
Well then, I have a lesson for you. Can you do addition? What is 1 and 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 2? Can you do subtraction? 8 from 9 and 2 from 8 and 6 from 3 and 1 from 7 2?
Can you do division? 6 divided by a 3 and then a 2? Yes, you. Can you multiply, my dear? Then what are 3 times 6 and 2 times 10? And then again.
Addition.
Subtraction.
Division.
Multiplication.
Can you do addition? What is 1 and 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 2? Can you do subtraction? 8 from 9 and 2 from 8 and 6 from 3 and 1 from 7 2?
Can you do division? 6 divided by a 3 and then a 2? Yes, you! Can you multiply, my dear? Then what are 3 times 6 and 2 times 10?
And then again. Forget your slumbers, recall your numbers. Just add up the list. Just think of pluses and of minuses. It's sure to clear your sinuses. We simply must insist. Well, Alice, what's your answer?
I don't know. I lost count.
Well, then, of course, you do know your ABCs.
Sure I do.
So do I. Oh, we shall have such glorious times together, saying the alphabet over and over.
Can you answer useful questions? How is bread made?
I know that. First, you take some flour.
Ah, but where do you pick the flour?
It isn't picked at all. It's ground.
Oh, fan her. She's probably just feverish from all of this thinking. Do you know languages? What is French for fiddle-dee-dee?
I'll tell you what. If you'll tell me what language fiddle-dee-dee is, I'll tell you the French for it.
Queens never make bargains.
I wish queens never ask questions.
Well, here's a question with an answer. Is life just a giant game of chess? I assure you, the answer is yes.
Do you mean something is moving us about?
That's for me to know and you to find out. Is the ocean as level as a pool? Well, to think so, you'd have to be a fool. There are millions of waves in an ocean, so something obviously keeps them all in motion. And you stand motionless, my girl. No, you constantly are running in a whirl. But since you've come uninvited for this visit, I should think that you'd be wondering, what is it? Should I reveal to you the secret, my dear?
Yes, Your Majesty. That's what I want to hear.
When the world seems full of trouble and of strife, what moves us through this crazy game of life? Emotions. Emotions. They're much stronger than magical potions. They make us behave as we do. You may like it or not, but it's true. Emotions, emotions. When we smile or we frown, that is why. Some are good, some are bad, some are sweet, some are sad. Can't escape them, however we try. We've emotions, my dear, till we die.
Thing, she's tired. Smooth her hair, lend her your nightcap, and sing her a soothing lullaby.
I haven't got a nightcap with me, and I don't know any soothing lullabies. But if you'd only tell me how I might go home, I'd be certain to get you anything you need. I promise you I would. I truly would.
Oh, I must do it myself.
Hush-a-bye, lady, in Alice's lap. Till the feast's ready, we've time for a nap. When the feast's over, we'll go to the ball. Red Queen and White Queen and Alice and all.
Mother, Father, will I ever see you again?
Keno.
Oh, I love it, I love it, I love it.
The musical quiz show that's got everybody talking.
Don't get too excited, please.
You can't help getting involved.
Beautiful.
And you'll see why.
Oh, he's excited, isn't he, Doc?
Monday at 7 o'clock on 9.
My next guest has never appeared on television before. Research and development guru, Mr. Randall Tompkins.
Hello.
Now, Randall, a new cola that tastes just like a regular cola,
but has no caffeine, no colouring, and next to no calories.
Why? Well, we wanted to fit more effervescence into our cola, so we had to take a few things out.
Remarkable. Any side effects?
None that I've seen.
New Diet Schweppes Crystal Clear Cola. Refreshingly clear.
It's stunning. The most valuable collection of Chinese objects ever to come to Australia. It took 5,000 years to get here. Make sure you don't miss it. Imperial China, on now at today's museum.
Look, what about this broken aerial? I gotta make a call.
We better have a yarn to Buster.
Buster?
He's the telecom mobile net dealer at Karratha. He'll fit us with a new one.
Telecom mobile net dealer. Out here?
He's one of 700 all over Australia.
G'day, mate.
How you going, Buster?
Oh, what have you done to your aerial?
Who would bother to have a dealer out here?
We would, Chucky. We would.
Telecom MobileNet. We're talking Australia's own.
Your key to Australia's richest frequent flyer program is probably already in your wallet. Because when you're a member of the Ansett Frequent Flyer program, every time you use your Diners Club card for any purchase at all, you automatically earn points to fly free to almost 500 destinations around the world with some of the world's best airlines and stay free at some of the world's best holiday resorts. Every dollar you spend with Diners Club earns you points in Australia's richest frequent flyer program.
Copper Art is the store with more. Take a look. And there's so much more. That's Copper Art, the store that gives you so much more.
Introducing 6 tasty Chicken Tonight simmer sauces from Rosella. Simply brown the chicken, simmer and serve.
Mom, can we have chicken tonight tomorrow? Chicken tonight.
To the looking-glass world, it was Alice that said, I've a scepter in hand, I've a crown on my head. Let the looking-glass creatures, whatever they be, come dine with the Red Queen, the White Queen, and me. Then fill up the glasses as quick as you can and sprinkle the table with buttons and bran. Put cats in the coffee and mice in the tea. Welcome Queen Alice with 30 times 3.
Tis an honor to see me, a favor to hear. Tis a privilege high to have dinner and tea with the Red Queen, the White Queen, and me.
Then fill up all the glasses with treacle and ink or anything else that is pleasant to drink. Mix sand with the cider and wool with the wine and welcome Queen Alice with 90 times 9.
Fill up all the glasses with treacle and ink, or anything else that's pleasant to drink. Mix sand with the cider and wool with the wine and rum. Queen Alice with 19 times 9.
Welcome, Queen Alice.
Thank you.
We drink to your health.
Good idea. To Queen Alice's health.
You ought to return your appreciation in a neat speech.
We're only teaching you the very basics of proper behavior. Oh, yes, dear. If you're ever invited to tea anywhere, you'll need to know these little pleasantries.
It's proper that you should know about proper behavior.
I thank you all. But please, everyone, show me how I go home. I don't want to be here anymore. All I want to do is to go home.
I didn't know such a thing about that. What great. I am not well.
A present's come for you, dear.
By Jove, I certainly scared him off, my dear.
Have no fear. The White Knight is here.
No! Go back. He'll kill you. He really will.
I'll save you, fair maiden. Do not be afraid. I'll hold the monster up. Go on, Shane.
Save yourself.
Coming up next on Channel 9, a classic tale of love and war. Marlon Brando and Dean Martin in The Young Lions.
Snack time for breakfast. Eggs to cook. Coffee to brew. Bacon to grill. Snack time for breakfast. McDonald's is cooking breakfast for you. Hash browns, McMuffin, big breakfast too. Love the hot cakes. Breakfast in hand. It's good and hot. Snack time, McDonald's. Snack time.
So you want to be a sports photographer? Well, each week for the next 5 weeks, the Sunday Age will publish the 6 best readers' photos. Each week you can win heaps of Kodak film equipment and a fabulous holiday for 4 to Disneyland flying Air New Zealand.
Dum-diddle-dum-diddle-dum-ba-danza! Yee-haw! Fire up for the Captain Snoo's free linen bonanza! Bar from our huge range of inner-spring. Bedroom suites, kids' bedroom furniture. Or sofa beds at the Captain's guaranteed lowest price. And we'll reward you with a free flat sheet, fitted sheet, pillows, pillowcases, plus a comfort quilt with every bed set sold. Yee-haw! So burn down to the Captain Snoo's free linen bonanza!
Captain Snooze, service, advice, and the right price.
The Benson & Hedges World Series. Be there for the final showdown. A last ball 6 for a thrilling tie. Heart-stopping action galore. The Benson & Hedges World Series has had everything, and the finals promise to be a dramatic climax. Be at the MCG for the second day-night final, January 18. Play starts 2:30.
On the 28th of June, in a caravan park at Airlie Beach, Thelma and Stuart suddenly needed their car insurance.
Believe it or not, I'd only picked up my Aussie Assist card 6 months before. I'd insured both the cars. I thought it could be a gimmick, but it's worth a try.
They did so much. Would have cost thousands. We'll never be able to thank RACV Insurance enough. He'd have been up there for weeks without their help.
Only RACV Comprehensive Car Insurance has Aussie Assist, and it's free. Switch your policy now.
UV Triple Guard Lotion from Palmolive has microfine ingredients that reflect harmful rays away from your skin, helping to give you broad-spectrum maximum protection.
Please help me, Mr. Rowell. I don't know what to do. Don't let the monster hurt my friends.
You ask me, but it's you that must be brave.
I am brave. But not that brave.
Then you will never grow up, will you, Alice? Until you conquer the fears inside you, you will never be more than a child.
Home?
There you are, Alice. I've been calling you for some time, dear. Where on earth have you been?
Oh, so many places, Mother. I have so much to tell you, but you really won't believe half of it. So I'll only tell you a few things. Like, oh, one time I had to sit by
I'm sorry, dear. I'm afraid it's tea time now. But I'd love to hear all about it later.
Is it? Is it really?
Is it really what?
Tea time.
Yes, it is. And we're having strawberry shortcake. And your father bought gingerbread cookies. And Aunt Dorothy's insisted on opening one of her precious jars of raspberry preserves.
It sounds very lovely, Mother. But why were you calling me?
Oh, I almost forgot. I wanted to tell you that your father and I think you're finally quite grown up enough to join us. Would you like that, Alice? To join the grown-ups at tea?
Yes, Mother, I should like that very much. Thank you. Thank you. Truly have grown up, Mother. You'll see. You truly will.
Well, you run along now and get ready.
Next Saturday night at 6:30, be sure to see the Bugs Bunny Roadrunner movie.
Did you hear what he said? I'm not going to miss that.
Yes, the Bugs Bunny Roadrunner movie next Saturday at 6:30. Right now, stay with Channel 9 for our powerful Saturday movie drama based on the Owen Shaw bestseller. Coming up next, Marlon Brando, Dean Martin, Montgomery Clift, Hope Lang, Barbara Rush, and Mae Britt star in The Young Lions. Monday to Friday at 7 o'clock. That's your cue for Keynotes, when the music provides the clues for quizzing. Keynotes with Richard Wilkins.
Crimson curses. I forgot all about Sassafrash's silly time machine. Well, I'll put a creepy crimp in their pathetic plans. Now you understand my plans? Now catch up with them, and by all means, play dirty!
Are we almost to Easter, Antoine?
Soon, Pierre, soon. We are traveling 100 hours an hour. And something is very wrong with the controls. They indicate a proximity to Easter, yet, by my calculation, mon Dieu, we are coming down. Prepare for the crash landing. And because the control wires were all fouled up, Easter was lost, and they crashed right down in the middle of Mother's Day.
Happy Easter.
Easter? It's Mother's Day.
You forgot us on Easter.
I'll say you did. Oh, I don't mind for myself, but there were no eggs for the children.
And no Easter bonnet for Mom.
Well, I'll make it all up now. Here, my pleasure.
Ah, who wants Easter eggs on Mother's Day?
And wherever Peter went on Mother's Day, the reaction was exactly the same. Antoine did his best to repair the damaged time control. It works. And I, of course, sense a holiday. No?
A holiday, yes, but the 4th of July.
We are falling. This is an outrageous situation.
6:30 tonight, a World Vision special the whole family shouldn't miss. Find out how your charity and concern for these once starving children has helped them slowly gain self-esteem.
Through the World Vision Child Sponsorship Program, many children have been saved from a life of sickness, poverty, and even death.
This is an outrageous situation. Eh? That's what little Antoine cried out as they tumbled through the sky. Here, see for yourself. We are falling! This is an outrageous situation!
We made it.
That, mon ami, is obvious. Thanks, of course, to my superb piloting.
Superb? We're a long way from Easter.
Well, tell me, Pierre, in the rules of Apple Valley, does it say the eggs must be given at Easter?
No, but who wants Easter eggs on the 4th of